What's up, everybody? It's Black Guy Senpai here with my buddy Paul, who I've been playtesting with for the past couple days. Warning: this deck is proxied. It's just so that way we can get Paul back into the game and so he can see how he likes this deck and basically he's going to give you his thoughts and process on the deck. So take it away, Paul.
I used to play that Sanctuary deck you see all over his channel. Alright, so it's blasters. It's nothing really special, but I like roll Paladins. They do all kinds of card advantage stuff. It's always going to be really great. And I saw the Blaster Blade got a legend deck finally, so that's pretty cool. I've been out of it since set 6?
A little bit after 7, because we did that review on it with
we did. Yeah, so like a year and a half or so. It's been a long time, so I just figure I'll try this deck out. Starter, Wingle Brave, searches blaster stuff, deck's mostly blasters. Solid, it does what it needs to do. Triggers for Flogel, because she's really good. For other Flogel, because she's foil. 2 Lu, because this could be anything. It could be all mild, crit, doesn't really matter. It's foil. And I played 2 Margle. I think draw triggers in the deck are really good. You don't need 4, but 2's good because you see more than 3 drive checks per turn. 4 with cancel out, 5 with Alfred. Most of the time you're going into those. And draw triggers can swing the game around, and you have a higher chance of seeing them. But you don't need 4 because you're getting a ton of drive checks all the time. So it's probably going to happen. It's really good. And 4 is dog. It has an effect as foil.
So, quick question. Why don't you play the new crit that came out that's going to soul, give something +3? Instead of just a vanilla.
We didn't proxy yet.
Oh, I have them.
Alright, we'll do that. It doesn't really come up. I don't really use Margle's skill that much. It does help with Blaster Exceed and Blaster Spirit for Alfred, because +3, you give it another +3. It's higher than 15 with standard Blaster Blade.
Yeah. And
it's a dog. This one's the original one, but we can get foils, obviously. For perfects in the grade 1s, 3 Leon and 1 not, 1 generic boy. This is for Marin, the G guard, because you can call it out of the deck and it's a perfect guard. And it's only 3 of these. I wouldn't play 4 anyways, because you're not going to have 4 soul all the time, even though you'll never see 4 in a game realistically. You most likely aren't going to resolve them all. And there's situations where you're going to need a standard perfect guard. And it's just way helpful. There was times where I would only just be able to resolve these 3. Only these 3.
Yeah, Gear Next really appreciates that perfect guard.
Yeah. So in your most time, you might see all 4 because you're drive checking so much. So it's just really nice to have, the possibility of not being able to brick. For Cecilia's, because I wouldn't play any deck without 4. Sorry, Shine Enabler is just consistent. Also, these are Japanese rares. I got them a long time ago. For Barkle, because he's really good. And a little tech, because I don't like just Starhope and the little one, Marin. Because they don't really do that much. I like calling cards, but as a GB1 card, it's a little late, and by the time you already have your deck moving. So I'm doing 2 Miron. I'm going to the 2s already, I guess. 3 Benin. Yeah, it's Soul Blast, so Lian kind of like starts to fade away with usefulness. But like I said earlier, you're probably not going to see them all realistically. And this is for the early game, so you don't brick, and it's also a column. It's just really, really good. I play them all the time in Sanctuary because it's just simple card advantage. Just 1 card, 1 soul. And it gets you way too ahead. It's also 14 column, it's fine. It doesn't matter. On more 2s, 4 Blaster Blade, 2 Spirit. I like 2 Spirit more than 1 because it's always good to ride it. I search it most time off of Wingle Brave. And it's a 10, you get off Lu. Because sometimes that I go through every single one of these guys. When I had 5, I went through them all like quite easily. So you're always searching off Exceed and using them for Alphas. They die a lot. And it's nice to have more. And speaking of Lu, for Lu, because he's really good. And grade 3s, only 6. I don't like playing that many grade 3s in Roll Paladins because everything helps with the 2s more than the 3s. So, 2 Lu, 4 Exceed. I really see this guy. I only ever see him if I really get him off of him, if I have enough stuff to do. Wingle Brave will grab him, but he's useful, but not that useful. It's alright. And Blaster Exceed is, the big guy. He's really great. And extra deck.
So before we go into extra deck,
Yep.
Is there anything about the main deck that you would change?
Not right now. I mean, maybe there's come a time where I might need more lose, but we haven't seen it yet. Maybe the perfect guards. If like Ben and Miron is like starting to be a good enough play that we might need to cut this to 2, and maybe put like another like generic perfect in there, because the counter charge isn't really that needed. Most stuff's just one counter blast. But that's basically it. Like the blaster stuff, you already have the set engine you need, like the Barkles, the Lose, the Blaster Blades, the Blaster Exceeds. All that stuff's already set in stone, so there's not much room. That's why we only really had 5 spots, maybe 6, with the Benins and the Mirons and whatnot. So I think it's solid right now. We're obviously gonna keep playing it. It may get better. Who knows? All right, so extra deck. 4 Alfred. I go into 2 of these guys a lot. I see a lot of Japan lists only play 2 and they use like Saint Blow instead, which is I see the use, because Saint Blow does hit for a lot, and if the game's going long enough, you just kill. But this guy is he's so useful, and it just seems to happen all the time. Like instead of going to any other strat, I just do Alfred. This one's a little weird though. 3 Gancelot. I haven't gone to 3 yet. We really don't know what to do with the 3rd. maybe turn it in something else in the Saint Blow, but it's great. Drive checking a lot, counter charge.
Yeah, that free ass motherfucker.
Yeah, literally free. And yeah, I probably should say this thing is really good. I mean, yeah, you can't get a second twin drive, flow and whatnot, but just getting another, like, basically 4 drive checks, you discard a card, and you get 5, that's 4. It's really great. Even though the Vanguard doesn't really get anything, it's pretty good. 2 All Mile, because it's really good. I don't really go into that much, but I go into him, so he's there. Generation 8 guy, Avalon. Haven't gone to him yet. Kind of really useful. Seabreeze, because Seabreeze. And G-Guard's a little weird, because all the Royal Paladin ones suck. So, I got 5 of these in here. I got Dark, because I protect Blaster Blade. Isolt, because it can get big. Marin for the perfect guard. And 2 Maskull. It's still really bad, but what else are we going to do, really? Like, screw. That's basically it. I mean, it'd be cool if I could play 2 of these. So it'd be a pseudo Liang. You have to Soul Blast, get the one on that deck, discard card. But I mean, it doesn't come up that often. And like Isolt, it's okay, but the counter blast does hurt when it gets later in the game. So yeah, it's kind of standard, kinda. I mean, the only thing different, I never really seen anyone play my boy Benin and Miron. But I feel like it's good enough for the early game. Gets you ahead enough. Everything else is still pretty standard. I mean, yeah, draw tree is a little weird, but I played 2 draw trees when I played Sanctuary for the first time back in like 2015, and it worked out amazingly. So it's a fun deck so far. I like it. It's not the best deck in the game, but it's really close, I'd say.
All right. What do you think the best deck in the game is right now, from what you've seen?
What I've seen, I think it has to be Zodiac Time Beast. We still need to play against Full Power Luard first.
Yeah.
That deck is way too consistent, and the crits go back to the deck. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it can still take it down, but we just need to work on the matchup. Time Beast, this is not an easy matchup because they get too many cards. They get like more cards than I do by like a little bit, and they get more attacks. Like I kind of think of it as like a better Sanctuary list, because Sanctuary does so much that, like, back when it was really good, like 2015, 2016, it would just overpower all the decks because their G turns, it didn't matter what their Vanguard did, all their rear guards did way better effects than everybody else's. And it was overwhelming. And that's why I feel like Zodiac Time Beast now is just overwhelming right now.
Alright, so what do you think makes them more, like, besides the drawing lots of cards, because Luar does that too. And
well, it's not really drawing the card, it's like the attacking and drawing the cards. Like Avenir Phoenix getting the guy that can call it out from the top and getting a card to your hand, like that's really great. All the great ones that go in the soul, because you time leap into it. You can call it off of Phoenix, you can call it off of the guy that called the guy from the top. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And like what's it, Gear Next?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gear Next is a really good restander, even though you wouldn't really think it, because Next Stage is still, I think he's okay, but like his main point was going into Chrono Jet to block the ones.
The OG Chrono Jet.
Yeah, like that. That was the only reason why I thought Next Stage was just any good. But Gear Next being huge is really tough to deal with if you don't have the cards for it. You can always think about, oh, you probably just perfect guard twice, but like, are you gonna have the 2 perfect guards? Can you handle it 2 turns in a row? Can you handle it when your opponent's got no no damage face up because they do it for free?
I mean, it costs a Soul Blast.
Yeah, because like I mentioned, the grade 1 goes in the Soul.
And then I'm gonna say, look at my 3 rear guards. They're going to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, and you could put guys back that have already swung, who've already gotten all their advantage. It's really hard to deal with, and that's why it's way better than this deck, but not that much better. But
what do you think it would take to make this deck on par with ZTB then, or even Luard?
I don't know what it would take. It might just be like I think they have the cards. You just need a different list and a lot of luck.
A different approach.
Yeah, but there isn't much approach to take. Like, this is a start because Zodiac Timepieces don't have an early game. They're still a generation break deck. They're not like I forgot, there was a gear deck that had like the Kama's 2 spin a dude, like the really early ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that deck had a good enough early game where like this stuff they at least fend it off. They can't really fend off Benin. They can only fend off advantage that's early on. Like Benin and Lu is like it's the way to beat the deck. Maybe you just gotta stay on 2 for a little bit. Maybe stay on 1 for an extra turn. That's probably a bad idea. But stay on 2, try to get these guys off more, and try to like beat through their advantage and have it so they don't have any advantage when they go into their first couple turns. Because after the second stride turn, they kind of just like your deck will plateau and they'll just keep going up.
So this is what you're saying about like ZTB, Luard, or any G-Break deck, right?
Yeah, I mean Luard, its advantage is obviously the first stride, because it just gets the 1 turn and then it kind of just like doesn't level out. It goes like slowly up, and Gears it constantly goes up. Like Luard can easily outgrind. It'll outgrind this deck. You just have to, like any Generation Break deck that's really overwhelming, you just have to be good enough early on. So decks that only play Generation Break cards, they can't handle them. So like this is what the Royal Paladins have over those guys.
All right. So how would you handle another deck that has about the same pacing and speed as this deck does?
Well, I don't think
for instance, like the Mirror Match or Grade 1 7 Seas Rush or Grade 2 7 Seas Rush.
Okay, well the thing is with the 7 Seas deck, this beats 7 Seas because 7 Seas plateaus because it doesn't go into Grade 3s immediately for a long time. Sometimes they can go into Grade 3s. So like their early game is like up. Like we've dealt with rush decks forever. Like Nick used to play rush decks.
Yeah.
Like Joey had cracked that where it's like it has the early part, and once you get the 3, you'll come back. They'll plateau out and they'll go down because they don't get enough cards. And I know 7 Seas is fast enough to get all these cards, but the drive checks they're not that many. There's only maybe 5 in a game, and these guys are just too much to handle for like a rush deck. In the Mirror Match, most likely they don't play these guys. In the Mirror Match, you kind of have to play it out as you see fit. So it's kind of just situations that pop up. It's nothing that you like predict. It's just how you can predict your opponent's plays. But these guys against Rush is you're fine. As long as you get to Grade 3, you're good to go.
Alright, so anything else you want to say? You want to talk about? Say hi to your mom.
Well, I'm at my house. I don't have to.
Shut up!
I don't have to say hi.
Give a shout out to your cat, something like that.
Well, he threw up on the floor earlier, so.
Alright, well, everybody, my ZTB deck profile will be coming up later. Probably tomorrow or the day after. And we'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.